Hello everyone, myself Assistant Professor Vatsalli Patel from Civil Engineering Department working at Mahatma Gandhi Institute of Technical Education and Research Center Navsari. Today we are going to discuss about theory of errors and our today's topic is laws of accidental errors and laws of weight. So be ready with your pen and paper. So let's start with laws of accidental error first. So a close examination of a set observations reveals that the accidental errors follow the law of probability. This law defines the occurrence of errors and can be expressed in the form of equation which is used to compute the probable value or the probable precision of a quantity. In a series of observations, the probable error is a value such that the number of errors numerically greater than it is the same as that those less than it. It is always written after the observed quantity with the plus and minus sign. For example, 45 degree 22 minute 30 second plus or minus 2.10 seconds. So let's understand it with the probability curve. So figures shows a histogram in which the errors are plotted against the probability. This curve is known as the normal probability curve. In this curve, the error means the residual. Thus, a probability curve is a plot between the residual, say small v as abscissa, and the frequency, say small y, of occurrence of a residual as ordinate. This curve forms the basis for the mathematical derivation of the theory of errors. So, the following points may be noted in the normal probability curves. The most important features of accidental errors which usually occurs are positive and negative errors are equal in size and frequency as the curve is symmetrical. That is, they are equally probable. Next, small errors are more frequent than large errors. That is, they are the most probable. And the last one, very large errors seldom occur and are impossible. Next is probable error. Probable error in measurements is calculated from the probability curve of errors. In any large series of observations, the probable error is an error of such a value that the number of errors numerically greater than it is the same as the number of errors numerically less than it. Thus, if the probable error of an angular observation is 2 seconds, the probability of the error lying between the limits of minus 2 seconds and plus 2 seconds. The probable error is a mathematical quantity derived from statistical principles and gives an idea of the precision in the measurements. The precision of different observations can also be compared from the known values of their probable errors. The probable error is indicated along with the value of the quantity with a plus and minus sign. For example, a is equal to 25 degree 12 minute 14 second plus or minus 2.17 second or 153.235 meter plus or minus 0.0035 meter. So it may be remembered that the probable error is a measure of the accuracy of the observations only with regard to accidental errors. So, the probable error serves two important purposes as a measure of a precision of any series of observations and as a means of assigning weights to two or more quantities. So from the probability curve, following six aspects are derived. First one is probable error of single measurement. Second one is probable error of an average. Third one is probable error of sum of observations. Fourth one is mean square error. Fifth one is average error. And sixth one is probable error of single measurement. So let's see its equation. So if we talk about the first one, probable error of single measurement, it is denoted by E suffix s. Okay. So ES is equal to plus or minus 0.6745 under root sigma v square upon n minus 1, which is the required equation of ES. Now if we talk about probable error of an average, it is denoted by EM. So EM is equal to under root n divided by n into ES. So already we have value of ES here. So EM will be equal to under root n divided by n into value of ES, which is 0.6745 under root sigma v square upon n minus 1. So final equation of EM will be equal to 0.6745 under root EV square divided by n into bracket n minus 1 bracket over into under root n divided by n. So final equation will be ES divided by under root n. So where if we talk about this all equation, small v is equal to difference between single observation and mean of the series, or say variance, and small n is equal to number of observations in the series. Next, if we talk about the third one, probable error of sum of observation is denoted by ESM. So ESM is equal to under root E1 square plus E2 square plus E3 square plus up to plus En square. And now if we talk about fourth one, say mean square error, it is denoted by MSE. So it is equal to the square root arithmetic mean of the square of the individual errors. So MSE is equal to plus or minus under root V1 square plus V2 square plus V3 square plus up to Vn square divided by n. So final equation will be under root sigma v square divided by small n. So if we talk about this one, small v is equal to difference between single observation and mean of the series, or say variance. Small n is equal to number of observation in the series. E1 is equal to probable error of single measurement, and ESM is equal to probable error of sum of observations. Next is average error. It is the arithmetic mean of separate errors of equal weight. And the last one is standard deviation. It is denoted by sigma. So it is known as the root mean square, or it is denoted by RMS also. So error of measurement indicate the amount of variation about central value. So sigma will be given by under root sigma v square divided by n minus 1. So where small v is equal to difference between single observation and mean of the series, or say variance. Small n is equal to number of observations in the series. E1 is equal to probable error of single measurement, and ESM is equal to probable error of sum of observations. So now if we talk about probable error, several standards exist for assessing the precision of a set of observation. The most popular is the standard deviation, which is denoted by sigma. It is a numerical value which indicates the amount of variation about a central value. The standard deviation establishes the limits of error bound within which 68.3% of the values of the set should lie. The smaller the value of the standard deviation, the greater the precision. So let's see one example for it. So here the data is given, like in carrying a line of a level across a river, the following 8 readings were taken with level under identical condition: 2.322, 2.346, 2.352, 2.306, 2.312, 2.300, 2.306, 2.326, and we have to calculate first one, the probable error of single observation. Second, the probable error of mean. Third, most probable value of staff reading. And fourth one, standard deviation. So you can write down this example in your notebook or pen and paper. Okay, so you have pen and paper, so note down this data because we are going to solve it. So here is the solution. So I have given column number for better understanding when we derive the equation for it. So first we have to give serial number. So we have given 1 to 8 staff reading, which is already given into data. So what we have done here, only summation of this. So summation is comes as 18.57. Third one is mean value. So of this all mean values find out. So which is 2.321. Next is small v, so which is given by column 2 minus column 3. So here I have written it. So simply if we do this column 2 minus column 3, this value will become. So these all values will become positive or negative according to the values. Okay. And last one is v square. So only we have to square this value. Which column? Column 4's square. Okay, so this value will become, so summation of v square will be 0.0025831. So this is our table from the data. So next let's see its solution according to the various equation. So first, probable error of single observation. So it is given by ES is equal to plus or minus 0.6745 under root sigma v square divided by n minus 1. So putting the value ES is equal to plus or minus 0.6745 under root 0.0025831 whole square divided by 8 minus 1, because our n is 8 here in table. Okay. So our final value will be 0.001295797. Next is probable error of mean. So it is given by the equation EM is equal to 0.6745 under root sigma v square divided by n into bracket n minus 1 bracket over into under root n divided by n, which is we already know the equation is ES divided by under root n. So our equation will be ES divided by under root n. So putting the value of ES and n, so 0.001295797 we get here. Okay, and under root 8. So our answer will be 0.0045813. Next is most probable value of the staff reading. So MPV is equal to mean plus or minus EM. So 2.321 plus or minus 0.0045813. So if we take both the values plus and minus, so our final value will be 2.325 or 2.316. Okay. Next, standard deviation, which is denoted by sigma. So it is given by under root summation of v square divided by n minus 1. So it is given by the equation under root 0.0025831 square divided by 8 minus 1. So our final value will be 0.001920974. Next, we are going to discuss about determination of probable error, which involve following 5 cases. Case 1, direct observation of equal weight. It carries 3 cases under it. First one is probable error of single observation of unit weight. Second is probable error of single observation of weight, say small w. And third one, probable error of single arithmetic mean. Case 2, direct observation of unequal weight. So it also consider 3 cases. First one, probable error of single observation of unit weight. Second one, probable error of single observation of weight, say small w. And probable error of weighted arithmetic mean. Case 3 is indirect observation of independent quantity. Case 4 is indirect observation involving conditional equations. And lastly, case 5 is equal to computed quantities. So probable error is determined from these 5 cases. So let's see the equation for it. So if we talk about case 1 in which direct observation of equal weight is there. So if we talk about case 1 or say 1, so probable error of single observation of unit weight will be denoted by S, and it is given by plus or minus 0.6745 under root sigma v square divided by n minus 1. So case 2 will be given by the probable error of single observation of weight, say small w. So ESW is equal to ES divided by under root W. And third case is probable error of single arithmetic mean. It is denoted by ESW, which is given by ES divided by under root W. Next is case 2, direct observation of unequal weights. So here also three cases are there. So first one, probable error of single observation of unit weight, which is given by ESU. So equation will be plus or minus 0.6745 under root sigma WV square divided by n minus 1. Case 2, probable error of single observation of weight W. It is given by ESUW. So it will be given by ES divided by under root W. And the last one, C case third, probable error of weighted arithmetic mean. It is denoted by ESWM. So it is given by plus or minus 0.6745 under root sigma WV square divided by sigma W into bracket n minus 1 bracket over. Next is case 3, indirect observation of independent quantities. So probable error of an observation of unit weight is given by ESI, which is equal to plus or minus 0.6745 under root sigma WV square divided by n minus q, where n is equal to number of unknown quantities. So the probable error of an observation of weight, say W, ESIW will be given by ESI divided by under root W. If we talk about case 4, indirect observations involving conditional equations, ESIC is equal to plus or minus 0.6745 under root sigma WV square divided by n minus q plus p. So the probable error of an observation of weight W, ESIC W is equal to ESI divided by under root W. And if we talk about case 5, computed quantities, the probable error of computed quantities may be calculated from the laws, which we will cover later. Okay, so let's see the example first for this. So the observed values of an angle are given below, like angle and weight you can see here. Angle is 85 degree 40 minute 20 second and weight is 2. Next 85 degree 40 minute 18 second, weight is 2, and 85 degree 40 minute 19 second, weight 3. So we have to find probable error of single observation value of unit weight. Next, probable error of weighted arithmetic mean, and probable error of single observation of weight 3. So let's see its solution. So here also I have mentioned the column number, and for this what we have to do, I have already written according to column number. So value will be there. So 20 degree 20 second, 18 second and 19 second will be there. So n is equal to 3. Second is weight. So weight is also given in the table. So it is 2, 2 and 3. So summation of weight is equal to 7. Okay. Next is value into weight. So what we have to do for column number 3, we have to multiply 1 into 2. So 20 second into 2 means 40 second. So same as 36 second and 57 second. So summation of all these three will be 133 second divided by the weight 3, which is given by the value 19 second. EW is 7. So we have taken here 7. Okay. Next is V, which is plus 1, minus 1 and 0. So summation of V is equal to 0. So now what we have to do, only we have to do V square. So 4 into 4 means plus 1 square will be 1, minus 1 square will be 1, 0 square will be remain 0. So sigma square will be equal to 0. Okay. Next, column number 6, which what we have to do, 2 into column number 5. So it will be given by 2 to 0. So summation WV square is equal to 4. So first one, we have to find the probable error of single observation of unit weight. So it will be given by ESU is equal to plus or minus 0.6745 under root sigma WV square divided by n minus 1. So ESU is equal to plus or minus 0.6745 under root 4 divided by 3 minus 1. So our answer will be plus or minus 0.95 second. Second, we have to find probable error of weighted arithmetic mean. So ESWM is equal to plus or minus 0.6745 under root sigma WV square divided by sigma W into n minus 1. So ESWM will be given by plus or minus 0.6745 under root 4 divided by 7 into bracket 3 minus 1. So our answer will be plus or minus 0.36 seconds. And lastly, probable error of single observation of weight 3. So ESUW is equal to ESU divided by under root W. So 0.95 divided by under root 3. So our final answer will be 0.548 seconds. So be sure you write down this sum in your notebook. Next, we are going to discuss about laws of weights. So the weight of a quantity is trustworthiness of a quantity. The relative precision and trustworthiness of an observation as compared to the precision of other quantities is known as weight of the observation. The weights are always expressed in number. Higher numbers indicate higher precision and trust as compared to the lesser number. So if we talk about higher number indicates the higher precision and trust as compared to lesser numbers. So they are given by 7 laws of weight. Okay. So for example, an observation with a weight of 6 is 3 times as precise as an observation with a weight of 2. Weights are assigned to the observations or quantities observed in direct proportion to the number of times the quantity is measured. So here 7 laws of weight are there. So we are going to discuss each and every law of weight, and also we are going to solve each and every example according to that weight. So be ready with your pen and paper because it is very important. So I hope you write down all 7 cases and all sum related to it also. So let's see the laws of weight 1. So it says the weight of the arithmetic mean of a number of observation of unit weight is equal to the number of the observations. So here is the example according to the law of weight 1. So data we have: calculate the weight of arithmetic mean of the following observations of an angle of unit weight. So angle is given, A is equal to 65 degree 30 minute 10 second, and weight is 1. Similarly 65 degree 30 minute 15 second, weight is 1. And lastly 65 degree 30 minute 20 second, and weight is 1. So note down this data. So let's see the solution for it. So the number of observation of unit weight is, we can say from the data, n is equal to 3. So arithmetic will be 65 degree 30 minute 10 second plus 65 degree 30 minute 15 second plus 65 degree 30 minute 20 second divided by 3. So our answer will be 65 degree 30 minute 15 second. So from law 1, the weight of the arithmetic mean is equal to small n, which is 3 here. So hence the weight of the arithmetic mean 65 degree 30 minute 15 second is 3. So this is the solution of the sum. Next is law of weight 2. It says the weight of the weighted arithmetic mean of a number of observations is equal to the sum of the individual weights of the observations. So let's see the example according to law of weight 2. So here is the data. An angle A was observed 3 times as given below with their respective weights. What is the weight of the weighted arithmetic mean of the angle? So angle and weights are given here. So if we talk about angle, A is equal to 40 degree 15 minute 10 second, and weight is 1. Next 40 degree 15 minute 14 second, weight is 2. And lastly 40 degree 15 minute 12 second, and weight is 3. So write down this data. So let's see its solution. So weighted arithmetic mean of A is equal to 40 degree 15 minute 10 seconds into 1 plus 40 degree 15 minute 14 second into 2 plus 40 degree 15 minute 12 seconds into 3 divided by 1 plus 2 plus 3 according to the data. So our final value will be 40 degree 15 minute 12.33 second. So sum of the individual weights will be 1 plus 2 plus 3, which is 6. So from law 2, the weight of the weighted arithmetic mean of the angle is equal to sum of the individual weights. So the weighted arithmetic mean 40 degree 15 minute 12.33 second has the weight of 6. So here is the solution of example according to law of weight 2. Next is law of weight 3. It says the weight of the arithmetic sum of two or more quantities is equal to the reciprocal of the sum of reciprocals of individual weights. So here is the example according to law of weight 3. So data is calculate the weight of A plus B and A minus B if the measured values and the weights of A and B respectively are A is equal to 40 degree 50 minute 30 second weight 3 and B is equal to 30 degree 40 minute 20 second weight 4. So write down this data. So let's see its solution. So A plus B will be 40 degree 50 minute 30 second plus 30 degree 40 minute 20 second. So our value will be 71 degree 30 minute 50 second. A minus B will be 40 degree 50 minute 30 second minus 30 degree 40 minute 20 seconds. So our value will be 10 degree 10 minute 10 seconds. So from law 3, the weight of A plus B and A minus B is equal to 1 divided by 1 upon W1 plus 1 upon W2. So further it will be simplified 1 divided by 1 by 3 plus 1 by 4. So our answer will be 12 by 7. Hence A plus B is equal to 71 degree 30 minute 50 second weight 12 by 7 and A minus B is equal to 10 degree 10 minute 10 seconds weight of 12 by 7. So here is the solution. Next is law of weight 4. It says the weight of the product of any quantity multiplied by a constant is equal to the weight of that quantity divided by the square of that constant. So let's see the example according to law of weight 4. So here is the data and solution. So data is what is the weight of 3A if A is equal to 30 degree 25 minute 40 second and its weight is 3. So solution is from law 4, the weight of 3A is W divided by C square. So weight of 3A is equal to A is 30 degree 25 minute and 40 seconds. So multiply by 3. So it will be 91 degree 17 minute and 0 second. So it will be given by 3 divided by 3 square. So it is 3 by 9. So our answer will be 1 by 3. Next is law of weight 5. It says the weight of the quotient of any quantity divided by a constant is equal to the weight of that quantity multiplied by the square of that. So here is the example based on law of weight 5. So data is compute the weight of A by 4 if A is equal to 36 degree 20 minute 40 seconds of weight 3. So solution is the constant C of division is 4 and the weight say small w of the observation is 3. So from law 5 the weight of A by 4 is WC square. So weight of A4 will be 36 degree 20 minute 40 second divided by 4. So we can say it is 3 into 4 square. So A by 4 is equal to 9 degree 5 minute 10 second weight 848. So it is the solution of law of weight 5. Next is law of weight 6. It says the weight of the quotient remains unchanged if all the signs of the equation are changed or if the equation is added to or subtracted from a constant. So here is the example based on law of weight 6. So data is if weights of A plus B is equal to 76 degree 20 minute 30 second is 3. What is the weight of minus into bracket A plus B or 180 degree minus into bracket A plus B? So solution is from law 6 the weight of minus into bracket A plus B will remain the same. So weight of minus A plus B is equal to minus 76 degree 20 minute 30 second weight 3 or we can say weight of 180 degree minus into bracket A plus B or 103 degree 39 minute 30 second is equal to 3. So this is the solution. And lastly if we talk about law of weight 7, it says if an equation is multiplied by its own weight the weight of the resulting equation is equal to the reciprocal of the weight of that equation. So let's see example according to law of weight 7. So data is calculate the weight of the equation 3 by 4 into a plus b if weight of a plus b is 3 by 4. The observed value of a plus b is 120 degree 20 minute 40 seconds. So let's see its solution. So as the equation is being multiplied by its own weight, from rule 7, the weight of w into bracket a plus b will be 1 upon w if the w is the weight of a plus b. So weight of 3 by 4 a plus b is equal to 90 degree 15 minute 30 seconds. So further it is simplified by 1 divided by 3 by 4. So our answer will be 4 by 3. So here are some important questions which can be asked in your examination. So be sure you remember each laws of it because it is very important for your examination, and also sums are asked according to it. So be sure you remember all laws of it, which is 7 laws of it, okay, and its sums. So here I end my session.